So let me tell you a true Stranger Things story that happened to me really long ago in the 80s. After a day of D&D, this is a true story. My friends and I played all day and then late into the night decided to go on an adventure. We would call it like Ninja Game or something. And we wanted to go to the graveyard, but the fence was too big, so we broke into the suburban country club, which was easy to get into, and there was a tunnel. I guess it was sewage or something. Anyway, you could go through the tunnel. There were rats, and it was scary. We crawled under the tunnel. We even made like a torch or something, and it was really cool. We got into the Druid Ridge Cemetery, and we scared each other, boo boo boo. And then we got to people say there's like this haunted one. Ah! Anyway, uh, something Susan. We went to Maryland. It's really lots of uh, Civil War ghosts. There's serious stuff going on there. So we went to this one grave. You say mess with it, it messes with you. And the one twisted guy in our crew, who has since passed away, he was the first one of us to go. He lit it on fire. He was like flicking matches at each other. It was like a thing to do in the 80s. Before you could flick phones, you flick matches. And the grave started on fire. So I stomped it out. But, I always felt as soon as I did that, it was like I stomped on the grave. It was bad luck. I was like, man, that's bad luck. And then this car, it was like old muscle car, must have been like a huge Mustang without its lights on, with like black tinted windows. I mean, we thought it was like a demon's car. It was probably some older teenagers who were drunk, but it just seemed sinister. It seemed evil. It was like, wow, wow. It chased us through the graveyard. We finally escaped. But even like we burst out, we saw it, burst out of spin rubber. There were like some weird, like homeless guys around. It was definitely freaky. In a town where our other adventures included going to abandoned mental hospitals. I mean, you could go to abandoned mental hospitals at Rosewood. We called it Mirkwood, but it was such a twisted place. One time we went in and to this one that got burnt out, and we got the files. Some of the files are still there, and like we read about this one lady, she ate a cherry pie, but it had like thorns in it, and it like traveled slowly up her system to her heart, and she died.